Hey everyone, this is Noel Liu here, and this is my buddy Jayden and partner. And today we are so excited because we are standing right in front of this 5-plex unit. Take a look above.
So I've been showing Noel around the Upper Beaches neighborhood in Toronto's East End and showing him our 4+1 conversion. So what you'll see to the left side of us over here, the single family home that used to stand in this now 4-plexes right. So for the last 8 months, we have been converting this single family home to a 4+1. So what we have here is a 4-plex in the main dwelling, and we're building a laneway suite in the rear to hit that magic number of 5. And if you're a Canadian, you'll know why the number 5 is important. It's to unlock commercial financing benefits.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits here, but before we dive into that, I just want to show around a little bit the street here and just kind of have an idea what it looks like. I've been here with Jayden since morning, and this is an amazing neighborhood. He was showing me around the beaches, the upper beaches, and great area for someone to be in, because this is like for people actually living in the city and just also want to be near the beaches.
The beaches is one of the more desirable neighborhoods you're going to get in the city of Toronto, which makes it one of the more desirable neighborhoods in Canada. Great access to schools, cafes, restaurants. Noel probably just highlighted our public transportation route. We are directly in front of a bus that runs 24/7. A couple hundred meters north of us is our underground subway line. A couple hundred meters south of us is our 24-hour streetcar line. But this is a desirable neighborhood, so I've been showing Noel the ins and outs of the amenities. I know I keep saying the shops and the restaurants, but this
it does have really pretty good shops, pretty good restaurants. Like we were at right now, the coffee place. I mean, that was great. A lot of mom and pop areas, and I would say, what do you think the walk score is on this side?
So the walk score of this house is in the 90s.
90s.
I think it's like 94. The transit score is 96.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to highlight that because all of our projects remove the unnecessary parking spots to build laneway suites and accessory dwelling units. We think that that is the best way to force appreciation in a market like Toronto where land is so expensive. We see so much unutilized land taken up by, unnecessarily large lawns. This lot size is 175 feet. So what we did is we removed the 2-car parking. We put in a laneway suite where we can command top rent in a great neighborhood and not have just unnecessary parking.
And now with that being said, we're going to go inside, take a look. I'll show you the background and see like the backyard. We're going to take a look at some of the floors up there. It's amazing. Huge floors. It's approximately about 1,000 square feet per unit. So let's go and take a look.
So this is our rear entrance to our main floor unit. You walk into a very bright and spacious 1,000 square foot, 2-bed, 2-bath unit. You'll see here, we have a lot of the windows covered up right now, but you'll see that we're already roughed in for the electric, we're roughed in for the plumbing, we're getting ready for our HVAC to be installed. But this unit boasts 9-foot ceilings, very spacious, multi-bedroom layout, very bright. Again, some of the windows are covered up right now, but we've always asked ourselves, because we build rental products, who we are competing against and who our tenants are going to be. So we think that this unit stacks up very well to the 500 or 600 square foot, 1-bed, 1-bath mix that kind of surround this neighborhood. So we think by virtue of us offering 2 beds, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet, we are going to command a really good rent rate. We're going to get a great tenant in here, and ultimately they're going to be happy with the product that they get.
Okay, so we're back in. Right behind me, that is the main entrance. This is the entrance. We were right out there. That's Gerard, and this is the common area, if you take a look. So this is going to be the main entrance to one of the first unit that we were just in, that Jayden was just in. And that's going to be another entrance for the second unit and the third unit. Actually, the fourth. The third one is downstairs in the basement. Alrighty, so we are on the top floor. This is the main, what do you call it, the third floor, the biggest unit, right?
Yeah, I'd say this is a bit of our showstopper. So this is the 3-bed, 2-bath unit that is over 1,000 square feet. It's got brilliant views of the CN Tower in the city. Again, we love showcasing the progress that we've made. So part of the reason that these projects and these developments are so attractive is our ability to already be where we're at in 8 months of development, right? So we're roughed in for plumbing, we're roughed in for electrical. Our partners in on this deal were able to get their capital deployed in October of last year, and the progress that we've made in less than a year's time is actually remarkable. We've had some really good luck working in our favor, like weather, but the main reason why this has been able to move along so well is because we didn't have to go to committee, we didn't have to get this thing rezoned. We were able to add the density here as of right.
So anyone here up north, we know for a fact that we had a very, very mild winter. So the whole month of February, January, these guys were able to really get this off the ground like real fast.
Snow did not slow us down, which has been really, really nice.
That's a blessing, actually.
Yeah, so this is really, really cool. This is the master right here. It's got a walk-in closet, walk through to the bathroom. Yeah, we're really, really happy with the way that this has turned out, and we're really, really excited for the finishings to come in here because, again, we think that the way that we're going to finish this is just going to command very, very high rents and ultimately lead to great returns for our partners.
So let me ask you this real quick here, right? So like we were discussing off camera before, who are going to be some of the renters and what's your target profile?
Yeah, listen, we're asking for a lot of rents given how nice these units are going to be. So we like young professionals. We like younger, maybe smaller families, people that want to stay here maybe for a longer term. The nice thing is it's not rent controlled. So because this thing has been built after 2018, we can actually increase the rent every year. It's not limited to the rent raise like anything built prior to 2018. So look, we think that we're going to get AAA tenants for 2 reasons. 1, because we have a AAA product. 2, we are in a AAA neighborhood, right? Like the upper beaches in the city of Toronto typically has a different tenant class than other neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
And that's why we target these neighborhoods. We target these neighborhoods because of the renter profile that already rents in this neighborhood.
I mean, seriously, when he was driving me around, I was looking around all this neighborhood. I don't think I've seen a place where there is downtown, the city, and the beach all at once.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's really cool. I was showing Noel, I'm like, oh, look right. And then he's like, oh, that's the actual beach. I thought you guys just called it the beaches. It's called the beaches because the beaches and the sand is right there. And it's actually been an interesting element of construction because the land, the actual soil composition in this neighborhood of Toronto is different than the rest of Toronto, given its proximity to the beach. So,
well, it's a great project coming along, great neighborhood. We have no doubt that this is one of the hottest market in North America, and this is just project number 1.
Yeah, right? Really excited to share the progress as this thing continues to inch towards the finish line. As some of the partners on this page know, we have our second development starting this month, the month of June rather. And then I think it's just onwards and upwards from there. We're emerging as one of the leading companies in Toronto right now, converting single family home to 4+1s, and the returns are incredible.
And you told me this time, the second project has been all closed.
Second project closed in 10 days. I think a lot more people are aware of the returns in a major city like Toronto, building a 4+1.
Absolutely.
Converting single family homes to multiplex is always a no-brainer because you force appreciation. But when you can avoid development charges, when you can shorten your development timeline and you do it with professionals like us, it just means that your capital gets put to work immediately. And it means that your returns are going to be higher. You don't have to manage the project. We take care of everything from start to finish. We are the personal guarantees on the loans. We facilitate all of the financing for both construction and then the refinance once it's finished, and then we'll manage the asset as well.
Let me ask you, one of the questions I got was, this person was asking me that the loans, if they are a partner in this deal, what about the loans? Like, are they on the loan? Are they liable for the loan as a limited partner?
Yeah, it's
and would it show up on their credit or any of that stuff?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a question we get a lot. So as you act as a limited partner, you have limited liability, which means that you're not on the loan. It does not affect your credit.
And it doesn't show up on the credit reports.
It does not show up in your credit reports. We are the personal guarantees on the loan. So you get all the benefits of owning the asset,
sure,
like the appreciation and participating in the rent roll, but you don't have to sign up for the loan. You don't have to get a personal mortgage for this property for either the construction or the permanent mortgage once it's
excellent. Excellent. Any kind of cost segregation that happens with this?
What do you mean by that?
So like in terms of depreciation, like for, let's say, any kind of capital gains where these investors can offset some of those gains because of a cost seg study.
Right.
Is there something like that in Canada?
Yeah, there is. I'm not the best person to ask on that. Like,
okay.
It's a little outside of my skill set. Paul would probably have a better answer to that. But a lot of our high net worth partners have always liked owning real estate because they can appreciate or they can enjoy some of the elements of owning real estate, like depreciation.
Okay.
You can also declare, I believe, losses on the years during development. Right?
Okay.
So if you're using a line of credit or if you're using any debt facilities to purchase this, any interest that you pay during that development timeline is tax-free. Also, your return of capital is tax-free. So let's just say we were to give $100,000. As we pay you back that $100,000, you would see it as a return, but it's tax-free. So quickly, Noel wanted me to touch base on the energy efficiency of this building, its importance to the project. So we've decided to use high efficiency water fixtures like shower heads, low flow shower heads, low gallons per flush toilets, LED lighting throughout, air source heat pumps, high R value, which is the insulation of like the building envelope. And all told, it results in something that is 40% above national building code here in Canada. So the importance of that is when you're 40% above national building code, you can unlock some incredible financing terms that is insured by the federal government. That's really the unique factor of this project, and what's made this thing so financially viable is the fact that we've unlocked a 50-year amortization, very low competitive interest rates, and a 95% loan to value takeout on the back end that aims to give our partners as much return on the capital as possible. So by virtue of us building with energy efficiency and green performance in mind, A, we have a better product. B, we think that it's going to lead to higher tenant satisfaction, but C, financially, it's resulted in us unlocking some incredible financing terms.
So Jayden, talk a little bit about how did you get this energy efficient, this green? How much of a work in progress was it?
Yeah, well, my background, maybe some of the partners don't know this, but my background has been in high performance new construction, energy efficiency, and government rebates and incentives for the last 15 years. So building with energy efficiency has been in my DNA and my core. So when we started, I mean, from the ground up, everything from the insulation to the foundation, to the insulation to the walls, to the way that this building is designed, to be heated and cooled, has been with energy efficiency in mind.
And with that being said, not everyone can qualify for that 50-year term.
Yeah, correct.
Right? It's not like something you can just walk to a financial institution and say like, hey, I want this loan.
Yeah, that's correct. So there's certain thresholds that you have to meet and certain obstacles that you kind of have to jump over. But once you can prove with an energy compliance certification document that this is 40% above our building code, the federal government of the CMHC essentially insures the loan. And once that loan is insured, it de-risks it from the borrower's standpoint. So that's what allows us to go to major lending institutes and get more favorable financing terms.
And there was a rating with the energy efficiency, right? There was like 1 out of 10. What's that about?
Yeah, it's a point system. Okay. So they want to see that you are above building code. So the threshold is obviously 0. And you're awarded no points.
Sure.
25% above building code gets you 50 points, and then 40% above building code gets you the full 100 points. So this project behind us scored the full 100 points in CMHC's MLI Select program, and anybody that is in the multi-family space in Canada has probably heard that acronym, MLI Select. So behind us, our partners are going to enjoy the fact that this is 100 points on the MLI Select program, and that we will be able to reap all the financial benefits as such.
And so with that being said, when there is a 50-year term and a 95% LTV, I mean, this property here is going to be really, really cash flowing. I mean, what would be like the payments on this here? Like,
yeah, it's
could be like really low, right? I mean, compared to
it's
you know, it's a 5-year term.
Correct. It's hard to say, and again, it's the amortization. Typically, Canadian sees about a 25-year amortization.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes 30. So imagine your mortgage payment or your debt obligation, given those principles, with a 50-year amortization. Just envision that your monthly mortgage payments are going to be drastically reduced, if not cut in half. So to Noel's point, yes, it's going to be incredibly lucrative from a cash flow standpoint, but more importantly, the reason that we buy and develop in these neighborhoods is because of the high appreciation as well, and our hedge against the downside. We think that we have de-risked this investment for our partners because of where we decided to build in. The neighborhood has very, very strong fundamentals. Therefore, we don't think that we are going to be susceptible to like many like market downturns, given how nice the neighborhood is here. But our partners will be able to benefit from the high appreciation of a Toronto real estate market, as well as the cash flow that you typically only see in secondary Canadian rental markets.
Well, that's it, Jayden. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. We're really, really looking forward to bringing more projects to this network. We are committed to developing more and more of these 4+1 conversions. And we're excited to see what the future has in store for us and to continue to bring opportunities to you.
Just a quick highlight. You guys got 2 more that's going to be coming in this year.
Correct. Yes, correct. Yeah.
So everyone, if you are in the market, the Toronto Greater, or the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, definitely hook us up, look us up and look up Jayden. He's here. He is boots on the ground. I mean, this guy is here. He lives here in this area. He knows this area better than anybody else. I'm down in Illinois, and Tom's down in Texas. So with us being that far away, he knows exactly what the market is and what it's going to be projected. So definitely check us out. Let us know, and we'll be seeing you in the next project.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.